mysteries of creation are there. In the sky. Up in the sky. The moon and the planets are there. And new hopes for knowledge and peace are there.
Hello and welcome to your Inner Journey weather forecast for the week of November 15th through November 22nd, in which we utilize archetypal astrology to help you understand and navigate the themes and energies in your psychedelic journeys this week and the psychedelic journeys of your clients. So this week is a very dynamic week with a lot of breakthrough energy. Let's have a look using Archetypal Explorer of the alignments this week. So we start out the week Mars, Mercury opposite Uranus, then we go into a Sun squared Jupiter, then Mars opposite Uranus and Mercury squared Jupiter. So this is coming off the tail in which all these alignments of Mercury, Sun, Mars were previously in alignments to Saturn. So the recent weeks had themes involving Saturn likes to slow things down, likes to bring challenges, it likes to bring reality checks, it likes to bring challenges from authorities. And so that is the energy that we've been working with coming into this week, though this week is a different energy, much more Uranian, much more Jupiterian. So let's begin by looking at Mercury opposite Uranus. So Mercury opposite Uranus is going to be waning as we start the week. So the hope there is that energy will be dialed in. You'll be at the end of that transit. So you will have kind of dialed in the energy. A positive way that the Mercury Uranus can show up, or a positive example of the ways that Mercury Uranus can show up, is the parody musician Weird Al Yankovic, who was born with Mercury Uranus. And you can see it in his artistic musical creations in the sense that he takes popular lyrics, which is very Mercury, and spins them in a Uranian way. He gives the unexpected comical twist to the lyrics, and we'll provide one of his videos here so you can have a look and see what that's like. And that's a great example of a positive manifestation of this combination, because it allows for laughter. It allows for the unexpected breakthrough of thought, of communication, of message that shakes us up in a way that's funny and that is very kind of liberating in a childlike laughter sort of way. So in psychedelic journeys, that can show up as actually liberating our voice through laughter. It can show up also as the flash of insight. Flash is Uranus, insight is Mercury. The ability to have a thought come in that is unexpected, that's quite liberating. Okay, so let's have a look at our next alignment this week, which is Sun square Jupiter. Okay, so we can understand Sun squared Jupiter by looking at the life of actress and entrepreneur Gwyneth Paltrow, who was born with Sun squared Jupiter, Sun-Jupiter combination. And the Sun has to do with our solar sense of identity, the I, the me. Jupiter has to do with incorporating more of the external world into our identity, and also having an identity that's associated with the optimism, the uplift, the success of the Jupiter archetype. And we can see in the life of Gwyneth Paltrow these qualities combined in all the accolades she's received, Golden Globe Awards, Emmy Award, Screen Guild Awards, numerous awards she received. She's also the owner of the international powerhouse lifestyle brand Goop, which is a very popular brand and also incorporates that kind of international successful quality of Jupiter into her solar identity. Okay, so how can that show up in psychedelic journeys? It can show up as a sense of a kind of an uplift, a positive outlook, a sense that we are incorporating new, larger parts into our identity, that we are growing and feeling successful, feeling uplifted. That's that Sun-Jupiter energy. Let's have a look at the next combination here. And we go into Mars opposite Uranus, very dynamic indeed. That's around midweek. And Mars opposite Uranus, we can see actually that combination in the artist Madonna, who was born with that combination, particularly in this video right here, Open Your Heart. in which she portrays a erotic dancer in a strip club who has a very assertive and independent sexuality. That assertiveness is Mars, the independence is Uranus. She then, though, rebels from the strip club. So rebellion is a Mars-Uranus combination, so that she can go out in the street and dance and have a kind of a childlike fun with a young boy in the street. And so the childlike fun is a positive association with Uranus. Uranus can be associated with fun, with feeling free, with a sort of a childlike innocence. And the fact that it's a boy, she's dressed in boys' clothes, they dance together. That's that Mars energy. So in this combination, we see the Mars Uranus showing up as a kind of like the youth, the young boy that is enjoying this fun, this freedom, this Uranian energy. Another example of Mars Uranus is the musician Bruno Mars, who was born with Mars Uranus. And you can see in this video right here, that's what I want. A manifestation of the Mars-Uranus combination in the sense that the song is about him showering his lover with gifts. And then the chorus asserts his independence by saying, lucky for you, that's what I want. And so that assertion, Mars, of independence, Uranus, is very emblematic of the Mars-Uranus combination. And how does that show up in our psychedelic journeys? It can show up as an assertiveness of our independence. I just received an email from a friend of mine who was saying that he was feeling challenged at work, and it arose his competitive spirit, and he got an attitude of, I'm going to show them. And so we could see there this kind of freeing up of his warrior energy, this freeing up of this competitive spirit. And so in our psychedelic journeys, we might feel our energy get freed up and stirred up, even the sense that we can be free to express ourselves, to be competitive, to challenge. It can be a quite invigorating energy arising in the psychedelic journeys of your clients and your psychedelic journeys this week. So let's have a look at the last combination here. And it is Mercury squared Jupiter. That's at the end of the week. So Mercury Jupiter is a very uplifting combination, wonderful combination in which the mind, the mercurial components of our experience, the mind, thinking, communicating, are conjoined with the uplifting, positive, optimistic energy of Jupiter, and as well the ability for Jupiter to see breadth, to perceive the breadth of disparate parts and synthesize them into one larger whole that makes sense, one harmonious whole. So that in our psychedelic journeys can show up as us getting the message, seeing all the disparate parts come together as an inclusive whole, making sense, seeing the bigger picture, seeing the bigger vision. So if you are interested in understanding how archetypal astrology works and how it can reveal your superpowers, your unique superpowers, check out the links below. If you would like to know how these alignments of this week will show up for you personally, also check out the links below. I hope you have a very dynamic week with lots of breakthrough energy, and I look forward to seeing you next week on Your Inner Journey Weather Forecast. Thank you so much.